rage and destructions in cities across the West. On Sunday, angry mobs ignoring mandatory curfews, violently clashing with police, overturning cars, torching buildings, and looting stores.
Medical Watch, the impact of COVID-19 on mental health.
Medical reporter Dina Baer puts the problem into perspective.
Emergency room visits for mental health issues have skyrocketed since the pandemic began. And doctors say the very rules to keep people safe from the virus are doing great damage when it comes to anxiety, depression, and even suicide. It spans the ages, and now everyone is suffering. But children are particularly at risk.
The Columbine massacre in 1999, the Washington Post says at least 185 children, teachers, and others have been killed and 369 injured in school shootings. More than 300,000 children in more than 330 schools have also been exposed to gun violence during school hours. ABC News medical contributor and Stanford Children's Health physician Dr. Alok Patel joins me live now to discuss the mental toll these shootings can have on children who survive them.
The suicide rate among children 10 to 24 years old is at an all-time high. As of March 24, 2020, 5.6 million kids had been diagnosed with anxiety problems, and 2.4 million have been diagnosed with depression. Many experts report that the pandemic is the main cause of the increase, while others claim it's a combination of the pandemic, school closings, the increase in violence, protests, and political pressures. I'm sure the truth is in there somewhere, stuck between the pages of yesterday and today. I would venture to guess that most of us would agree that whatever the reason, it needs to stop. When we find ourselves right or left of every issue, it becomes easy to stop moving forward. The pressures we put on our children today are nothing short of horrendous. They wake each day to a world that is unraveling before their eyes. They are forced to deal with situations that were once situations only adults would deal with. It's too much. It's overwhelming. Protests, civil unrest, division, political pressures. I'm not sure about you, but as a child I remember the tough lessons that came with just learning to respect adults, doing our homework, and tending to our chores. That consumed a large portion of my time. What time was left was usually used for the joys of being a child, being able to play and use my imagination and dream. As I got older, those pressures became even greater. From who I was taken to the prom to what my future career was going to be, it took all my attention and my time. No, I could not imagine being a child today, having to navigate my way through all the political pressures and life decisions that our children are forced to make each day. We are asking a lot of them, asking them to take up our battles before they can even develop their own ideology and make their own choices. Maybe it's time to start putting our children first, stop dividing ourselves based on our political beliefs and ideologies. Maybe the issue is as simple as coming together for the sake of humanity. I wonder sometimes, how can you fix something if you have half the parts and someone else has the other half? Seems hard to fix anything that way. Well, today I dream about the days of my youth, those times when a bike ride around the neighborhood was the highlight of my day, when a simple sleepover with your friends built memories that would last a lifetime. The flags flew proudly from the front porches and the church bells rang on Sunday morning. It was a simple life, a good life, and we were allowed to just be kids. I'm not sure how our children will look back at their youth, but I can tell you it will be a whole different memory for them. I just hope and I pray that one day we can put down the signs, stop drawing lines in the sand, start thinking of our children first. It might be easy to convince ourselves that that's what we're doing. But sometimes I have to ask myself, is it really?